to welcome to the stage Mikiah Gerrity. And the City of Rockford's Youth Poet of 2025, Autumn Smith. I would like to start off by saying that both of these individuals have worked very closely with our city, county, and state representatives, such as Tom McNamara, Maurice West, and Winnebago County Chairman, Joe Gerrity. I know that they would have loved to be here today, and the Yes Club has received tremendous support from them with their words, with their finances, with their actions. So I would definitely love to acknowledge them and extend my gratitude to them, even in their absence. Now, it is great to have both of you today to be gathered with my fellow poets. And of course, I value both of your perspectives. I would like to start off with you, Autumn. With your gift, you have been chosen as the City of Rockford Youth Poet of 2025. Congratulations. I believe that deserves a hand. So I would love to know, how did you find out about the position, and when did you know it was something that you would like to do?
So I found out about the position in a really funny way. I was at the end of my gym class, and I was checking my phone. I got a DM from a local poet on Instagram, and she said, "Can I nominate you for this?" I was like, "Oh, okay, sure. Give you my information." So I sent it to her, and then I got to work, and I worked on the whole narrative and everything very early. I got really done. I was ready to do it. Something I really wanted to do. I just think that maybe it's something I always wanted to do, but I just didn't know what it was that I was going to. But this was it, and I really like what I'm doing.
All right. How did you go about deciding which poems you wanted to submit, and why exactly were they so important to you?
So it was hard. I didn't know what poems I wanted to choose. I had a couple to choose from, and the three that I came up with were one publication from Apple Publishing, and I've gone through them since I was a fourth grader. So I could continuously, it's a big part of what I've been doing. And the second one that I entered was from Rockford College. It was the magazine Voices, something new, and I thought one of the things I was most proud of. And then the last one was the Rockford Writers, their anthology. Another thing I was really most proud of. And I think each of the poems that I chose really spoke to the youth and growing up and growing in character. I thought it would be something good to present.
What stood out to you? Yes. What stood out to me is that you said that you've been writing since fourth grade. I would love it if you could tell us a little bit more about that and how you got started writing.
So I would say I started poetry in fourth grade, but when it comes to actually writing, I was really little. I used to write books I called Little Writing books. They were about my grandfather, and I can remember doing those since at least kindergarten. And I just kept doing zero fun. And my grandfather, he was not family. And I was taking him backwards. So I thought that's how it worked if you look in. So I feel like I've always been writing. But poetry specifically started in fourth grade. I saw the contest in the school offered it through Apple Publishing. And I was like, you know what? I think we can try this. So I did, and I just ended up liking it, and that's where I am now, honestly.
That's amazing. Next, yes. Now, as a former City of Rockford Youth Poet, I must say that the position offered amazing opportunities. So I would like to know, what have you accomplished so far being halfway through your term?
So far I have accomplished the Apple Youth event with today's bookstore. It was really fun. I love being outside. I love nature. And the second event that I accomplished so far was the United Way Tea for Tomorrow. It was out of Tuvalu, Iceland, just last week, actually. And that was the biggest crowd of speaker people I've ever had to talk about. It was really fun. I'm looking forward to doing one, honestly.
I'm definitely looking forward to continuing to hear your voice. As I said, with a little more than half a year left in your term, what are your plans and what would you like to accomplish?
So I plan on sometime in July doing a youth reading with some of the local youth poets at Municipal Store. And then later on towards the end of probably August, September, around there, I'm thinking about going back to my middle schools at Richard and talking to some of the kids there, because that's really where I found my voice for poetry is there, with one specific teacher. I'd like to shout out Mrs. Goodwin. She's an amazing English teacher. And I'm also planning on collaborating with a local artist, another person I'd like to shout out. Her name is Abigail Whistler.
All right.
I'm sure there's more than that I'm working on. I'm working on it, yeah.
Knowing you for these past few months, something that I've discovered about you is that you are a very passionate person, especially when it comes to our community. So now at this time, I would love it if you would be able to present your poem that you wrote. She wrote a poem just for this event.
Oh, that's wonderful. Go ahead, go all the way out on that stage, girl. You going on out there.
Okay. This is a poem I wrote specifically for this event. And this community needs unity. One without the other breeds non-existence, a loss of connection, and true representation. It provides comfort, belonging, a peace of mind for those who couldn't find it as a young child. Instead, they grow into it and find it downtown, in restaurants and stores, each one built around a connection that the city has designed. Those who have lived here branch outward, visiting other cities, living in different states. They each make a mark in the places they go, bringing our city with them and the values we've taught them. Our community creates unity, life thriving on our streets, for each and every person to build the world that we need.
Wow.
Something that you said in that poem that stood out to me is leaving your impact and taking what you have learned in Rockford to different places. I am definitely able to say that your impact has been shown, and our audience, the people watching our show, will never forget your words. You truly have an amazing voice, and I can't wait to continue to hear it. So thank you so much, Autumn, for your perspective, for your words, for your time, and for your passion. Can we give her a hand, please? Right now, we would like to present to you Mikiah Gerrity, our 2025-2024 Poetry Out Loud competition winner, whom we have a video about.
Meanwhile, at Jefferson High School, one student was greeted with applause, flowers, and hugs as she heads off to nationals for the Poetry Out Loud competition. Quite the send-off for Jefferson junior Mikiah Gerrity, who qualified for the National Poetry Out Loud competition finals in Washington, D.C. Now, before she heads off, her peers and teachers gave her a warm send-off, celebrating her success so far and wishing her luck as the three-day competition begins Monday. And we here at 13 WREX wish her the best of luck as well.
We have two superstars in the room. Congratulations to you, Mikiah. I would love to know, how did you discover that poetry was your passion?
I guess through art
because I really like drawing and all that stuff, so poetry kind of goes hand in hand with art for me. And when I was younger, I used to write little poems, and I'd have little poetry books that I'd write. They weren't necessarily the best poems, but they were poems that I resonated well with, and I guess that helped me create a love for poetry that I ended up carrying in high school.
So, you were named Illinois State Champion for the Poetry Out Loud contest. I believe that deserves another hand for it. That is a huge accomplishment. So, I would love to know, how did it feel to be recognized for what you love on such a major scale?
I didn't even know how to handle it. I was sitting next to one of my friends at the time, and we were waiting for the results to be heard, and I was like, I'm not going to get up there. Then I heard my name, and I was like, no way. And I was just kind of in a daze the whole time I was on stage, because I didn't think that I would have gotten recognized for this passion that I had. I didn't think that I would shine like that, but I did. And it still took me a while to process it after winning state, but after I went to nationals, I was really proud of myself.
That is amazing. I'm glad that you were able to discover the amount of potential that you hold and the amount of talent that you hold. And I'm able to say that you're going great places. So I would like to know, after being recognized on such a major scale, what type of opportunities did it open up for you?
Well, for one, I like to say that it showed me the Yes Club. After I came back from nationals, Mr. Cole reached out to me and said that I should join this club, and I was like, what do you mean? You want me to join a random club? And it was a lot bigger than I thought it was, and I've met a lot of amazing people here. And I've been recognized by a few different people, like Rockford's Arts Council. They recognize me for it. And I've just had a lot of people congratulate me over the time, and it was just a great experience, even just for myself to know that I'm capable of doing something like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes. And something, yes, like Mr. Cole said, something that a lot of people don't know about you is that you can sing. So we're looking forward to hearing you later. And when entering the Poetry Out Loud contest, what exactly was the message that you wanted to portray, and how did you want it to impact others?
I wanted to portray that feeling your poem that you're reading is probably the most important thing that you can do as a poet. If you can truly feel what you're writing or what you're reading, you're putting out such a great message of your inner emotions, because nobody can just see inside of you. But if you read with such emotion and passion, people are going to see who you really are. And I thought by me doing that, that people would be inspired to share some form of themselves.
Wow. And they absolutely were inspired. You're inspiring me just sitting here right now. I can feel it. My heart is just racing, hearing the passion behind your words, as you said. So you are just an amazing individual. So I would also love to know, how do you want to use your words to benefit not just Rockford, but the state of Illinois? Because Autumn even said in her poem that we take pieces of Rockford with us when we go out and branch out. So how do you want to impact the world?
I want everyone to know that they have a voice. Young girls, young boys, people of color, everybody should have a voice, whether it be through poetry, by singing, no matter what, you should always be able to speak your mind.
We, the S Club, look forward to working with both of you and your gifts. However, I am curious, what has been your experience with us so far and what have you learned?
So my experience so far has been pretty minimal. This is the first year I've done with you guys. But I would say that I've learned that you guys have a very large impact in the community. And you started youth. I mean, it's impressive. I love it.
Thank you. Mikiah?
I'd say so far I've seen that there's just so much passion with all of you. Like, you have so much passion in your hearts to share this art that you all have been so accustomed to, and sharing it with me, it's really welcoming, and it makes me feel like this is where I need to be.
Wow. That's powerful. That's powerful. Something that I would say that I love about the S Club is how it brings people from all different walks of life together through unity and diversity and peace and cultural inclusion. So I would say that it was absolutely an honor that through the S Club I was able to meet the both of you, and not just only meet who you are with your words, but to truly meet your passion and your love and your potential. And I will always be grateful for having the both of you in my life. Lastly, by continuing to recognize those who contribute to our community, where can you see our Character Matters show going? Autumn?
First of all, your show has an amazing host. Can you guys please give it up for Trinity? Secondly, you've been interviewing very influential people. Maurice West, for example, people who came from this community and are coming back to the community. I think it's going to go places. It's impressive, and it's all what makes the guest club. It's little bits and pieces that make the guest club. So I think it's going to go places.
Thank you.
I definitely see it inspiring a lot of different people around the world. Like, I have a big feeling that this is gonna get out everywhere, and people they're gonna love you, because you're bringing out the inspiration, and you're inspiring a lot of people to do what they love to do.
Wow. I must say that I was nervous to step inside of the Nordlof Center today because I didn't necessarily know what to expect. However, I know that being surrounded by such amazing and uplifting and passionate people such as yourselves, such as Dr. Carl Cole, Mrs. Diana Cole, and the Yes Club, it's so refreshing. It's like a breath of air, being able to see youth who want to not only impact the community through their words and their voice, but also just showing people how loved they are with their actions. Like even you two showing up here today, it goes to show just how much you care about our community, just how much you care about the Yes Club, and just how much you care about the world. So thank you so much for your perspective and for your time. And it's an honor speaking to you all.